The new Children's Museum here in San Diego is being nationally recognized.
Joining us now to talk about the National Medal that the new Children's Museum won is the Executive Director, Judy Forrester, and Congressman Scott Peters. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Well, first of all, congratulations. This is fantastic. Now, you accepted the award earlier this month, right?
Last Wednesday, on
Last
the
Wednesday.
12th. On the 12th, we were in Washington, D.C.
So tell us about this.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We are so grateful. Congressman Peters' office nominated us for this award, and it's about community impact. So it's not, we have a wonderful museum, we have great art, but it's really about our community impact. So we went to Washington, D.C., and we were awarded the National Medal with 5 other museums throughout the nation.
We have some video of the visit and the medal itself. Tell us what the National Medal represents.
Well, the IMLS, a lot of people don't know who that is, and that's the funding and policy arm for the federal government. So that we do get regular funding from them. We apply for grants from them, so we're fortunate for that. But this is really about our community impact. It's about the work that we do in the community and how we serve. The New Children's Museum serves nonprofits and underserved people from the border all the way to Vista. We have huge community outreach programs that we go out in the community, and we also bring them into the museum. So really, that's what it's about. It's touched our heart so much because our staff is so committed to our community.
And Congressman Peters, I know I don't have to ask why we nominated the Children's Museum. It's pretty obvious, but what was it for you? Because this is it's not typical that a children's museum is nominated and wins this award. Talk a little bit about why we're unique.
You know, I was a fan of the Children's Museum since my kids were young, 20 years ago. We used to go paint the truck, and what they've done is they've illustrated the importance of creativity through play with art, and I think that the nation recognized that this is a really interesting model for how to engage kids. We also know the relationship in San Diego between creativity and science, creativity and invention. So it's very, very important to our economy, and this is a very good reflection of what San Diego is all about. We're really proud of them, and part of my job is to show off San Diego, so I was happy to have them in Washington.
You know, your congressman, your day-to-day is filled with the weighty issues of our day, be it immigration or, I don't know, impeachment, whatever it takes up your day. There's an emphasis. Are we, as a society, losing our emphasis on the arts, do you think? And do you think it's important that things like this be recognized, the museums like this?
It's a good point. I think, well, first of all, we really believe in the arts in San Diego, and I'm very committed to it. I think the city has always had a good arts outreach plan through its commission. But I think that yeah, I mean, schools have cut back on art a little bit. It does really help with creativity. It helps kids' minds to develop. And so what we have in the Children's Museum is a real treasure here. And I think sometimes you forget when it's right at home how special something can be. When you go to Washington, D.C. and you get a national medal, it says, wow, this is really something we have to appreciate. And I think we're really excited that they're doing so well, and we're wishing them continued success. I know they have a new exhibit out, and they're always changing that out. And I think I would just encourage people to come out. The other thing is active duty families, military families get discounts as well. Which is fantastic,
especially for our community here. Judy, Congressman Peters touched on something important, and you know, there were five winners, one that was a Children's Museum, yours. How important is it for really, and do you think it was strategic in talking about the importance of putting the arts and that creativity in the minds of children? You know, museums aren't just for people, you know, us of a certain age to go and enjoy art, but really get that fascination going at an earlier age.
And our museum, we're the only museum, we're really founded on contemporary art. So everything in our museum is a unique piece to our museum, and it's an interactive, immersive piece. So the kids really get introduced to contemporary art, and it doesn't matter what their economic level is. It doesn't matter, you know, where they live. Everybody is welcome in our museum, and they are able to play with art. They're able to climb in art, and it's really an introduction, like you were talking about, to art and culture later on for those families. But it also allows kids from all cultures and all areas of the community to come together as community. It's really a great community resource where kids from everywhere come and including our tourists come and engage.
Speaking of all cultures, it was a double win for our area, right? Because the Verona Cultural Center, we have some video of their from their win. Congressman, double win for you in the county.
In the region, yeah, that's right. No, so we're really proud of them too. And those, our tribes, including Verona, have been tremendous community citizens. So we're really happy for them and thankful for what they do as well.
Well, we've been out there doing live shots when they were nominated, but really I think it speaks to San Diego not just being a military town or some place to go and hang out by the beach, but a place that we value our arts.
And this is a place of community leadership. I mean, the community doesn't for someone to solve their problems. This children's museum, the new children's museum, the whole idea of it is looking at where can we be of service, where can we fill the gap, and what a magnificent way that they've done that. So we're really lucky in San Diego to have institutions like this.
If anybody wants to see, on Saturday we have our biggest community event. It's our Mass Creativity Day, where we take all of those community centers that we've worked with for the year and we bus everybody into the museum, and we have a huge festival, about 3,000 people. So we'd love the community to come out and see.
That's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday, correct, all day.
Okay.
Judy, they say a bit of big awards like this that the award is in the nomination itself. I wonder if that changes though when you actually win. Does that change your?
No, you know what?
Come on, you can be honest. It's just us talking.
No. It's wonderful to win, and for me, we have such a huge staff of people at the museum that are so passionate about art and how it helps children and getting that out into the community. So this is really a win for our staff at every level in the museum. So it is really important.
Is it one win and you're done, or is there a chance to repeat?
Oh man,
how does that work?
I don't know. We haven't gone that far.
Pressure.
We're still basking in the glow of last week.
You always have to think about the title defense.
It's like winning the World Series and the next day talking about the roster. So give us a couple weeks.
Yeah. Let us just bask for a while.
It's safe to assume this award is going to be on display in the lobby and everyone's going to be able to...
Of course, you bet. We're going to be talking about this for a long time.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
This
Thank
is
you so
certainly
much.
exciting for you and also our region as well. Certainly a point of pride.
Thank you for taking the time to come in and
Thanks
talk
for
about
being
it.